You want to see something weird? Watch this.
Since the elementary school massacre in Uvalde, Texas, 13 days ago, there have been 33 mass shootings across America. There have been 33 mass shootings across America.
A gun company is offering a $33 million settlement to families who lost loved ones in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in Newtown, Connecticut.
There are now 33 confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Michigan.
The number of cases of COVID-19 jumps. A total of 33 people in our state.
As of this afternoon, we have 33 Pennsylvanians who have tested positive for COVID-19.
For our update today, we have 33 new cases who have tested positive for COVID-19. There were 33 new cases.
And the state of Minnesota today reported 33 new COVID-19 related deaths.
The number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in Rhode Island jumps by 33 overnight.
School officials say 33 high school students tested positive for COVID-19.
We've also learned at least 33 people have died from COVID-19 complications.
33 states have seen an increase in COVID-19 cases.
Across the country, infections now on the rise in 33 states.
A new lockdown has been triggered for 33 million people.
At least 33 countries have detected COVID-19 cases linked to the mutated variant. The State Department of Public Health reported 33 new cases of COVID-19 on Tuesday.
Hospitalizations and potentially more deaths because of highly transmissible strains. Now in at least 33 states, South African, Brazilian, possibly more deadly UK strain, which is expected to dominate the country by March.
I think the one that you should really be apologizing for, and the thing that you should be apologizing for, are the 33,000 emails that you deleted.
Within occult teaching, there are many significant numbers. The number 33, for example, there are many events and things in history that are tied to this number. 33 is the number of completion of the great work. The first Temple of Solomon stood for 33 years in its pristine splendor. Also, King David ruled for 33 years in Jerusalem. The Masonic order, divided into 33 symbolic degrees. There are 33 segments in the human spinal column, and Jesus was crucified in the 33rd year of his life. The 33rd degree is the highest degree in the Scottish Rite Freemasonry, but not particularly in Freemasonry. A 32nd degree Scottish Rite Freemason has to do their best towards the furtherance of the great work in order to attain the 33rd degree, which can only be obtained by meritorious work to bring about the completion of the great work, which is basically the destruction of the state, the church, and the enslavement of the mob or the general population. It takes 2,160 years for the sun to clear a house, a sign of the zodiac. The sun enters each heavenly sign or house of the zodiac, in which is called the 30th degree, and leaves in the 33rd degree. Thus God's Son is said by the ancients to begin his ministry at 30 and dies at 33. This is why the highest degree in Freemasonry is the 33rd degree, for no man can rise higher than the sun. The spinal column is Jacob's ladder, connecting heaven and earth, while its 33 segments are the degrees of Masonry and the numbers of years of the life of Christ. Jesus was around 30 when he was baptized and began his ministry according to Luke 3:23. This would make Jesus approximately 33 when he was crucified, because during his ministry there were 3 Passovers that were recorded. The first was right after Jesus turned the water into wine. This one of his first miracles at the beginning of his ministry. John 2:1 through 13. The second Passover, which is mentioned in John 6:4, Jesus fed a multitude of people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 small fish. This is estimated to be about halfway through his ministry. The third and final Passover is mentioned in John 11:55. From that point on, John writes on the events leading up to Jesus' arrest, trial, crucifixion, resurrection, and ascension into heaven. The exact science of human regeneration is the lost key of Masonry. For when the spirit of fire is lifted up through the 33 degrees or segments of the spinal column and enters into the doomed chamber of the human skull, it finally passes into the pituitary body, Isis, where it invokes Ra, the pineal, and demands the sacred name. Operative Masonry, in its fullest meaning of that term, signifies the process by which the eye of Horus is opened. In old records, the original table, round table of knights, had space for 32, including the throne of the king. 32 chairs plus the Grail throne in the middle would have gave a high significant number, 33. Here's a possible Masonic intimation of the 32nd degrees earned and one bestowed by the grace of God. A few interesting facts about the number 33. Located within Disneyland is Club 33. Sir Francis Bacon's cipher number was 33. Pope Benedict V reigned for 33 calendar days. Also, so did Pope John Paul I before he died. The United Nations flag divides the world into 33 sections. Several significant events have occurred on the 33rd parallel. For example, on the Trinity site at White Sands, New Mexico, the atomic bomb was detonated. Also, John F. Kennedy was assassinated next to the 33rd parallel. Located in Israel on the 33rd parallel, it's a small settlement named Nimrod, which only contains about 6 families. Even Six Flags in Georgia is on the 33rd parallel.
Massive sinkhole swallowed a van.
It's going.